All right, guys. Okay, so let's just get comfortable on our mat. Settling in here. Noticing the place where we are connected to the ground. Noticing our seat where we're sitting. Feeling that connection in that space. Start to notice your breath and how it feels as it enters your nostrils. It's not really changing anything with your breath, just noticing the air. And let's start to take longer and deeper breaths. Breathing deeply into the belly. Exhaling fully. Deep breaths in. And as you exhale, allow your forehead and your eyebrows to soften. Loosen the hinges of your jaw. You can do that by moving your jaw back and forth, front and back. Keep some space between the top and bottom of your teeth. Rest your tongue on the floor of your mouth. Bring our shoulders up and relaxing down our legs, away from our ears. Focusing on softening the muscles at the back of the neck and the upper back. Then fully exhale, softening from the collarbones down. For the next several breaths, as you breathe out, let your belly soften back towards your spine. And as you breathe in, feel the belly gently rise away. And bring your attention to your whole body, head to toes, as you take the next several breaths. And if you like, you can bring your hands together at the heart center as we begin to tune in and begin our practice. Tuning in and chanting is always optional. You're welcome to just listen. We'll take 3 breaths in, and on the third exhale is when we'll chant. Take your first breath in. And exhale. Another breath in. Exhale. Last breath to chant. Deep breath in. A nice full breath in. Exhale, you can release the hands. You can open the eyes. Okay. We're going to sweep our arms up to the sky. We're going to palms forward and bring those palms down to the ground. Releasing the low back and starting to invite just a gentle opening of the hips. Breathing deeply. With each exhale, inviting a deeper release. And just let yourself walk back up to seated. I'm gonna work with our neck next. Bringing our chin down to our chest. We'll inhale, roll our ear over to one shoulder. Exhale back down, chin to chest. Inhale to the other shoulder. Let's just continue to do that for several cycles. Shoulder to ear. Go side to side instead of around. Because when we look up like this and roll our necks, we tend to pulse compression on the vertebrae in the back of our neck. That's actually not good for us. It's really not good to roll your neck like this. Even though I'm doing it right now. But it's not good for your neck. If you do roll your neck like that, you really only want to go up like your nose is at the hand of the clock and roll like this. So that's an option. You just don't want to drop your head all the way back in neck roll. In case anybody ever wondered why we don't do that, it's not good for you. You can actually cause compression related damage to the back. And it's really funny to me because I remember being in when I worked at a retail store, they would do these morning stretches and they would make us do neck rolls. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna work with our shoulders next, bringing our palms in front of us, interlacing our fingers, put those palms out, and then sweep those hands to the sky. Feeling that stretch in the shoulders, maybe even a little open chest. My back popped when I did this. So you may notice that as well. Release those hands down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And you can just keep your hands rested on the small of your back, or you can push those hands away, deepening that stretch. We're going to twist next, sweeping our arms up to the sky, turning to the left, bringing your right hand across left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, deepen into the twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Left hand across right knee, right hand behind you. Gazing over towards the right shoulder. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, twist. And then inhale, back up to center. Exhale, let those hands flow down. We're going to move to hands and knees for cat cow. Move to tabletop, nice flat back. Knees stacked under. It's fine. Knees stacked under your hips, elbows, shoulders, or elbows and wrists under your shoulders. Yeah, now you come to a nice flat back, gazing towards the ground. Inhale, look forward, arch the back, drop the belly button down. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck your hips towards your head, and round your spine towards the ceiling. Inhale, looking forward again into cow. And exhale to cat. Go ahead and do several cycles of this in the rhythm of your own breath, or at any pace that feels good to you. Cat cow or flexing spine, moving energy through the spinal column, helping keep our back, flexible. Let it come back to a neutral spine, and that's how you inhale. Turn to child. Knees about mat width apart, feet together, hips back towards your heels, lay forehead down to the mat or off. Stretching in the low back, and then grounding. Child's pose is a great stretch for the psoas muscles. We also find ourselves being grounded by the connection of the forehead to the ground or the mat. There's something about that connection of that space in your body with the ground that makes child's pose such an effective grounding posture. Breathing nice and deeply into the back body, into the hips. Very carefully push yourself back up in the tabletop. We're going to come up into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, creating a long line from hip to wrist, from hip to heel, essentially creating an upside down V with your body. Chest draws towards your shin, head and neck are relaxed. The work is in the legs and in the arms. You can bend each knee alternatingly, walking your dog. And let's look towards our hands and walk our feet in, coming into a full forward fold. Standing feet about hip width apart, reaching a little farther vertically in your body, allowing the top half of your body just to hang down towards the back. Crown of the head draws down, head and neck, arms, shoulders all relaxed. The idea of this posture is not to touch our toes, it is to relax the upper body. Relaxing the upper body in this posture elongates the spine, it creates space. It releases the leg. And we're going to very carefully roll up to seated. Allowing your chin to be the last thing that lifts. Always taking our time when we roll up to standing to prevent getting dizzy. I have stood up too fast from a inverted yoga and I'm like, ooh. So always give yourself that time to transition gently. All right, so next we're going to move into sun salutations. Let's do the 2, 2, and 2. So we would do the 2 half, 2 full, 2 half. All right, so coming to mountain pose, feet hip width apart, parallel to one another, shoulders down and back so that your chest is open. You might feel like your chest is puffed out when you do that, but I'm showing you that it is not. We'll bring the hands out to the side, feeling tall and strong here. And then let's bring the hands to the earth. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, sweep your arms up leaning up slightly, and then exhale down to a full forward fold. Come up halfway to half forward fold, and then exhale down. Inhale, sweep your arms up to rise. Once again, leaning back just a little, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to rise. And exhale, hands together at the heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up for our first one. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, step back into downward facing dog. And then exhale. Inhale again. And exhale to plank. Take a breath here. And exhale down to your belly. Inhale, rock your chest up to baby cobra. And exhale down. Inhale, come back up into downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, walk. Inhale. And then exhale, walk separate gently. Forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to rise. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, step back into downward facing dog. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale to plank. Inhale. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, come back up into downward facing dog. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, walk, step or jump to full forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to rise. Exhale, hands together at the heart, and we'll pause here. Take a moment. Keep connecting to the breath. Just notice the sensations in your body. All right, so now the fun begins. We're gonna move into the low lunge half split lizard flow warrior thing that we did last week. We're gonna try transitioning a little differently than we did last week. Just for ease. I brought, well, apparently one of my blocks fell out of my bag. So almost on my back. So blankets and blocks, highly encouraged, like this set. Especially if you're on a thinner mat. Unless you're like we said, you got cool knee happening, so still.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I might use them for gardening too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. That.
I was trying to blow the blankets out of my garden.
Yeah.
I did buy like a little knee pad thing, but it was too short
Yes.
for the way that I kneel down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't gonna work. It's gonna be good for one knee.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna come down, bring hands to blocks, and set the right foot straight back, coming into a high lunge to start. Keep the hips square to the mat, bend the left knee over top of the left ankle. Gonna bring that right knee and plant it on the mat, top of the right foot then. When you come into this posture, notice the alignment of the left knee and the left ankle. And make sure that's like stacked on top or even behind. You don't want to go away from it. So you can put some strain onto our knee. And doing that over time can be anything energy into the knee. So opening up through the chest here. Our focus is really on that right hip. Feeling the stretch in that right hip. If you feel for any reason this knee is leaning too far forward, you can just inch your toes up. You'll also feel that hip stretch deepen in there as well. Breaths here. And press into that front foot to push your hips back towards the back leg. So we're straightening this front leg and bringing those toes off the back so that they point towards the ceiling. My bend in this front leg is perfectly fine. It'll almost feel like you're dragging this foot back without actually moving it. So you're dragging it across the mat. And then you can stay here upright or fold down towards that front leg. Feel how that changes. Stretch. So let's go ahead and bring that right foot back down. Now we're going to walk, the left foot. Walk the left foot out towards the side of your mat. And bring your hands and your blocks to the inside of your foot. You can come down onto your hands or onto your forearms. So this is lizard pose. So this is a pigeon breath pose. So we're just getting our legs kind of used to this motion so that when I slide in a pigeon on you guys next month, you're ready for it. Maybe.
Because I need to practice this at home.
Yeah.
But I really feel of this pose.
Yes, that's good. So go ahead and come on up out of this and come in back into the low lunge. So walk your foot back in, bring your blocks back in. And from here, we're going to take this back leg and we're going to turn it so that it comes parallel to the short end of the mat. And we're going to bring ourselves up into a warrior position. And then just walk that front foot into the center. And you can have, this back foot can be at an angle if you need to do that for your balance. And this front foot should be almost to the edge of your mat because you're going to lean in. You're going to like bend that knee a little bit more to come into this stretch. So then this back leg is kind of at an angle as well as this foot at a perfect right angle. Arms out to the side, flip your palms up, flip them back down, and then gaze over the left fingertips. Take a couple breaths here. And then release your arms back down. Bring, as you walk this foot back out to the mat, you're gonna turn this foot back this way. And we're just gonna go back into the low lunge and then transition out through the high lunge. So tuck the toes, straighten the leg, and step the feet in. And you can go ahead and rise, maybe shake everything out, and notice the sensations in your legs. So one's gonna feel different than the other one, ideally. If they feel the same, that's okay. It's just because of the stretches we did. More than likely, you're gonna notice in those, especially in your hips, and probably in the backs of the legs, you're gonna notice the difference the most. All right, so we're gonna do that again on the other side. Was that transition better for everybody than it was last week? Okay. Noted. Now, in the full sequence where we go into pigeon, it is easier to transition the other way because it takes you into downward dog, which is where you want to be for that pigeon transition. So. All right, so hands back to blocks. Step your left foot back this time. Same deal, just straight coming into that high lunge first, and then dropping that back knee down, top to back. Again, noticing the alignment of the knee and heel, or ankle on that front leg. Walking and adjusting however you need to. Just focusing on that stretch in that leg. Let's push into the front foot. Bring those hips back, straighten the front leg, toes to the ceiling. Stretching the back of that front leg. Again, you can stay up or folded. Noticing the difference in the stretch with both. And I forgot to mention before, when you do fold over, and this is a general guideline for any fold, notice your chest and your shoulder. Be very careful not to collapse in to your chest and to your shoulders when we fold. We keep that chest heart space engaged. Go ahead and bring that foot down. Walk it out to the side. Bring blocks of hands inside your foot at any level that's comfortable for you. And bend that knee sinking in the lizard posture. And just for a quick reference, you guys don't have to do this. I'm just going to show you the difference between this posture and a pigeon posture. So pigeon is basically that all the way into this. So this is where we're heading towards in this sequence. Not good. All right, so come back out of lizard. Coming up, come back up into the low lunge. We're going to pivot this back leg so that it turns to the back. Walking the front leg forward and inching it out to the end of our mat. And then folding that front knee on top of the ankle. Hips to the long end of the mat, arms to the side. Flip your palms up, flip them back down, easy over the right fingertips this side. Bring your arms down, transition back into the low lunge. We'll transition out of it, same way we came in through the high lunge. Straighten the back leg, step the feet. Let's take a minute and just a full forward fold. Releasing those hips. Releasing the upper back. Noticing the sensations in the body. Then we're gonna transition down, coming into, we're gonna come down to the mat. So let's go ahead and step back into downward facing dog. Transition from here. And then we're just gonna bring our knees down to the mat, moving to tabletop. We're gonna come from tabletop down into child's pose. So feet together, hips to heels. You can have your arms stretched out in front of you, you can have your head to a block, the mat. You can stack your hands, your head on top of your hands. Take a few breaths here. And as you're here breathing, notice the sensations in your body. This is the second time we've done child's pose, and the first time we did it, our bodies were cooler, our muscles were cooler. Now we've done some hip openers, some stretches, some folds, so you may notice that the sensations in child's pose feel a little different this time. Take a nice, full, deep breath in. And exhale. Come back up into tabletop. And we're going to transition to our bottoms. We're sitting down now. Blanket under the sit bones. We're going to have our legs in half dragonfly. So one leg out, one leg in. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to start just toes to the ceiling, foot is flexed. Just take a moment to settle in here, finding a nice tall spine. Just enjoying the stretch, just as it is for now. Taking a moment. And just allow the hand of the outstretched leg to slide down that leg. If you can reach your toes, go ahead and grab those. If you can't, ankle, shin, wherever you can reach is fine. If you're not reaching your toes, go ahead and pull them back towards you isometrically. So regardless of what your hand is doing, bring those toes back. We're stretching the back of that leg. We're going to add some space to our ribs here by sweeping the other arm up and over. This will deepen your bend as well as add space in the rib cage. Release your knee. Your knee is locked up towards your thigh, let that drop. And come on up. We're going to change legs, so switch one leg in, one leg out. And take another moment here is to find the stretch, find our posture, nice tall spine. Enjoy the stretch just as it is here. You can slide that hand down, ankle, shin, toes. If you can't reach the toes, let them come back towards you anyways. Release the knee. And then we can bring that side stretch in, sweeping the arm up. Come on up. We're going to stretch the other leg out. So now both legs are out. And again, taking a moment in the stretch unfolded. Just finding a nice tall spine. You feel like you're in this posture and you're rocking like forward, or your back is rounding. Fix that blanket, put that under your sit bones. May even help sometimes to come to the edge of the blanket. And then we're just gonna walk our hands out. Folding here. Relaxing the knees, feet to the sky. Breathing deeply. There are definitely going to be sensations in this posture. And as we're taking those deep breaths, send those to those sensations. Walk yourself very carefully back out. We're gonna bring our feet together for about very carefully, bringing them like in. After those outstretch, you may have to give them a little assistance. I can imagine sometimes. Bring those feet together. We're gonna hold this butterfly position for a little bit, not super long, just a minute or two, to find the butterfly that feels the best. And remember, you're welcome to bring blocks under the knees to help control the opening of your butterfly. You can bring your feet in any position that's comfortable for you. And you can stay up or folded, whichever feels good to you. Find your butterfly. Take nice, long, deep breaths in this position. Be careful, push yourself out of your butterfly. If you'd like to, you can always rock back when we're in these longer postures, rock back onto your hands, knees bent, and just reach your wider areas. That can help with those long hip opening postures. And release those hips a little bit. And the good news is you get to clean ground now. So we're gonna come to our backs. What's that? It's always our favorite part. I mean, it's almost over.
No, I love all of it. This feels so good.
Yes. So knees to chest, coming into our Apanasana, our wind and relief posture. Hugging those knees and squeezing them into our body. This posture helps move air that might be stuck in our bellies. It's a great posture for if you follow Ayurveda and the doshas, the Vata dosha, this can be a great posture for Vata dosha imbalances, because often that means you have an excess of air in your body when you're out of Vata balance. You can rock side to side, massaging the back. You can make circles with your knees. Move in one direction for a couple of rotations. And change directions. And let's bring our feet down to the ground, keeping our knees bent. We're gonna come into our reclining position. Let's bring our right ankle and bring it on top of our left knee. Allow that right hip to relax and fall away from the body. You're welcome to stay right here. This is a hip opener all by itself. Or you can hug the left knee in, feeling how that changes the posture. It changes the stretch. Feet are flexed, either way. Just breathe into that hip. Go ahead and let that left foot come back down to the mat if it's up. Bring the right foot down. And we're gonna bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. Allow that left hip to relax, fall away. Again, you can stay here or you can have the right knee in, feeling the change of that stretch. Feet are flexed. And we are breathing deeply in the left hip. Let that right foot come down, then the left. Walk your feet out to the edge of your mat. So it almost feels like your knees want to knock in together. We're gonna let the knees only. So our feet will rock side to side. But we're still maintaining contact with the feet in the mat. We're gonna rock the knees over to one side of your mat. It's a little twist of the hips, but also it's stretching the front of that hip. And then rock to the other side. And then bring knees back to center. I'm gonna guide you through some twists as I get the lights down for us. Get ready to take a rest. So let's bring our arms out to the side in the T-bill practice. We're gonna bring our knees back into our chest. Allow those knees to come down one side or the other, yogi's choice. And take your gaze opposite knees. Breathing deeply here. Then using your core muscles, allow your knees to come back into center. And drop them down to the other side. Changing the gaze of your head as well. So when we twist, we are stimulating the internal organs, squeezing the toxins out of the organs so that they can be moved out with our elimination systems. Our bodies already have a natural detox system. They don't necessarily need additional detoxing, but we can use this twist to help stimulate those processes. Go ahead and bring your knees back into center. Give yourself another squeeze. And then go ahead and find your relaxation. So your Savasana, that can mean bringing a block or blanket or bolsters under your knees to help take some of the pressure off of your low back. Can be putting your feet under your head, back or shoulder. I love that one. Sometimes it's nice because we're starting to cool down here. If we took something off during class, it's nice to put it back on to help with that comfort. Inhale deep. And exhale, relax, and just let everything go. Give it all the way to the floor. Give it all the way to your back. Anything you're worried about, anything you're stressing, any tension in your life, in your body, restore all of that. And through yoga and mindfulness, we can release those things and set our bodies free. And then just rest for a while. And bring small movements back into the body. That can be wiggling your fingers or your toes, rolling the wrists, rolling your ankles, shifting, moving, twisting, stretching. Inviting any movement that your body is asking. Then when you're ready, and in your own time, carefully make your way back up to seated. You can roll over to one side, push yourself up, or rock and roll your way up. It's meeting knee back here at the top of the mat. And pausing. Noticing the sensations in your body. Noticing how you feel now compared to how you felt when you arrived in this position at the beginning of class. Bring your hands together at the heart center as we close our practice today. Bowing down to your inner brightness, allowing yourself to be filled and overwhelmed with gratitude for yourself. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. It's an honor to be of service to you today. Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't feel bad when I came in, but I feel great now.
I know. That whole,
I needed that one.
gosh,